Welcome to our YouTube channel, where the magnificent world of cinema emerges. Come see timeless classics that speak to our souls, personal tragedies, and epic narratives. Let's delve into the depths of breathtaking filmmaking and come out inspired. We'll watch a movie today that highlights the top 10-18 adult Hollywood films with compelling narratives. Number 10 on the list, Knock Knock. IMDb rating 4.9, Knock Knock is a 2015 horror film directed by Eli Roth. The plot pretends to be when a devoted husband and father are left home alone for the weekend, two stranded young women unexpectedly knock on his door for help. What starts out as a kind gesture results in a dangerous seduction and a deadly game of cat and mouse, a sexy new thriller from director Eli Roth, written for the screen by Roth, Nicholas Lopez, and Guillermo Almoido, and based on a story by Anthony Overman and Michael Ronald. Knock Knock stars Keanu Reeves as the family man who falls into temptation and Lorenza Izzo and Ana de Armas as the seductresses who wreak havoc upon his life, turning a married man's dark fantasy into his worst nightmare. Number 9, on the list, Good Luck Chuck. IMDb 5.6. Good Luck Chuck is a 2007 comedy film starring Dane Cook and Jessica Alba, with screenplay by Josh Stolberg and directorial debut by longtime film editor Mark Helfrich. In the film, women find their one true love after having sex with a dentist named Chuck. Chuck meets a girl named Cam and tries to become her true love. Chuck, a dentist, discovers that women inevitably find their soul mate immediately after having a sexual encounter with him. But it poses a problem when he falls in love with Cam. Number 8, on the list, Octopussy. IMDb rating 6.5, Octopussy is a 1983 spy film and the 13th in the James Bond series produced by Eon Productions. It is the 6th film to star Roger Moore as MI6 agent James Bond. It was directed by John Glenn. James Bond's next mission sends him to the circus. A British agent was murdered and found holding onto a priceless Fabergé egg. Kamal Khan buys the egg at an auction, but Bond becomes suspicious when Khan meets up with Russian General Orlov. Bond soon finds out that Khan's and Orlov's plan is to blow up a nuclear device at a U.S. Air Force base. Bond teams up with a circus group, which is headed by the beautiful Octopus, who is also a close friend of Khan. Number 7, on the list, GoldenEye. IMDb rating 7.2, GoldenEye is a 1995 spy film, the 17th in the James Bond series produced by Eon Productions, and the first to star Pierce Brosnan as the fictional MI6 agent James Bond. Directed by Martin Campbell, the plot starts with when a deadly satellite weapon system falls into the wrong hands. Only Agent James Bond 007 can save the world from certain disasters. Armed with his license to kill, Bond races to Russia in search of the stolen access codes for GoldenEye, an awesome space weapon that can fire a devastating electromagnetic pulse toward Earth. But Bond is up against an enemy who anticipates his every move, a mastermind motivated by years of simmering hatred. Bond also squares off against Xenia Onatopp, an assassin who uses pleasure as her ultimate weapon. Number 6, on my list, Blue is the Warmest Color. IMDb rating 7.7. Blue is the Warmest Color is a 2013 romance film co-produced and directed by Abdelatif Kechiche and starring Léa Seydoux and Adele Exarchopoulos. The film follows Adele, a French teenager who discovers desire and freedom as an aspiring painter. Emma enters her life. It depicts their relationship from Adele's high school years to her early adult life and career as a schoolteacher. The film's premise is based on the 2010 graphic novel of the same name by July Morrow. Adele is confused about her sexuality after she breaks up with her boyfriend and gets attracted to a beautiful woman who sports a funky haircut. Number 5, on the list, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. IMDb rating 7.8, it is a 2011 mystery thriller film based on the 2005 novel by Swedish writer Stieg Larsson. It was directed by David Fincher, with a screenplay by Steven Zaillian. Michael Blomkvist is a disgraced journalist who is asked by a wealthy industrialist to write a biography of his family. But what he really wants Blomkvist to do is find out what happened to his niece, who went missing 40 years ago. At first, Blomkvist isn't interested, until the man offers to help him clear his name. Blomkvist begins by talking to the man's relatives, who were there when the girl went missing, but some of them are not forthcoming. Blomkvist eventually believes that her disappearance might have something to do with some serial killings that took place 20 years before she disappeared, so he asks for a research assistant. The industrialist's man suggests Lisbeth Salander, a talented hacker who does background checks for them and who even did one on Blomkvist. When he sees her report, he's impressed and asks her to work with him, and she does. She's antisocial but extremely efficient. Number 4, on my list, Gone Girl. IMDb rating 8.1, based on Gillian Flynn's 2012 novel of the same name. Gone Girl is a psychological thriller written and directed by David Fincher and released in 2014. Starring in it are Ben Affleck, Rosamund Pike, Tyler Perry, Neil Patrick Harris, and Carrie Coon, who is making her feature debut. The plot makes a pretense of Nick Dunn announces that his wife Amy has vanished on the occasion of their 5th wedding anniversary. Nick's portrayal of a happy marriage starts to fall apart as a result of police pressure and an intensifying media frenzy. Soon, everyone is pondering the same sinister question: did Nick Dunn kill his wife, after witnessing his dishonesty, lying, and bizarre conduct? Number 3, on my list, The Handmaiden. IMDb rating 8.1, The Handmaiden is a 2016 South Korean historical psychological thriller film directed, co-written, and co-produced by Park Chan-wook and starring Kim Min-hee, Kim Tae-ri, Ha Young-woo, and Cho Jin-woong. It is inspired by the 2002 novel Fingersmith by Welsh writer Sarah Waters, with the setting changed from Victorian-era Britain to Korea under Japanese colonial rule. The storyline pretends to be in 1930s Korea, during the period of Japanese occupation. A new girl, Suki, is hired as a handmaiden by a Japanese heiress, Hideko, who lives a secluded life on a large countryside estate with her domineering uncle, Kazuki. But the maid has a secret. She is a pickpocket recruited by a swindler posing as a Japanese count to help him seduce the lady to elope with him, rob her of her fortune, and lock her up in a madhouse. The plan seems to proceed according to plan until Suki and Hideko discover some unexpected emotions. Number 2, on the list, Wolf of Wall Street. IMDb rating 8.2, based on Jordan Belfort's 2007 autobiography. The Wolf of Wall Street is a 2013 American biographical black comedy film written by Terrence Winter, and co-produced by Martin Scorsese. The storyline makes claims to be a prominent securities fraud case from the 1990s involving significant corruption on Wall Street and in the corporate banking industry, including mob infiltration. Jordan Belfort, DiCaprio, a penny stockbroker on Long Island, served nearly 2 years in prison for his refusal to comply. Number 1, on the list, American Beauty. IMDb rating 8.3, American Beauty is a 1999 black comedy drama film written by Alan Ball and directed by Sam Mendes in his feature directorial debut. Kevin Spacey stars as Lester Burnham, an advertising executive who has a midlife crisis when he becomes infatuated with his teenage daughter's best friend, played by Mina Suvari. Annette Bening stars as Lester's materialistic wife, Carolyn, and Thora Birch plays their insecure daughter, Jane. Wes Bentley, Chris Cooper, and Allison Janney co-star. Academics have described the film as satirizing how beauty and personal satisfaction are perceived by the American middle class. Further analysis has focused on the film's explorations of romantic and paternal love, sexuality, materialism, self-liberation, and sexual grooming. That's it. Join us as we embark on a cinematic journey, exploring the silver screen's finest moments, one review at a time, because in the world of movies, the credits may roll, but the magic never truly fades away.